Hey guys, what a day ahead. We got a little real estate, a little culture, a little lifestyle in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, aka the Hub City. Let's go.
Welcome to the American Dream Made Simple, where we learn about the community and what's happening near you. Join us as we tour local businesses and highlight what makes these areas so great, all on the American Dream Made Simple.
That's awesome. Hey, guys, we're so excited. I feel like I'm at home right now in the Crescent City. We're over here at Crescent City Grill in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, with Mr. Robert St. John. How you doing, Robert?
Good to be here, bud.
Hey, man, where are we right now?
Yeah.
Where are we?
We are on the courtyard of Crescent City Grill.
Okay.
Right on Hardy Street, but you'd never know you were on Hardy Street in Hattiesburg because of this courtyard.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Tell me a little bit about Hattiesburg. What?
Yeah, so Hattiesburg's called the Hub City. We were founded on pine timber. We're in an area called the Pine Belt of Mississippi because the southern yellow pine and loblolly pine grows well here. The Hub City comes because the railroad business in the early part of the previous century was so big, and really, if you look at it, it's like a hub. And all these trains, we used to have over 30 trains a day.
Wow.
That came through Hattiesburg from Mobile to Gulfport to New Orleans to Natchez, Jackson, and Meridian. And so it's like the spokes of a hub, and they all came through Hattiesburg. So that's how we started, really, on pine timber and railroad trade. But where we are now is really in education and healthcare.
You know, walking through the Crescent City Grill just now, man, makes me feel like I'm at home, right?
Yeah.
Got the Mardi Gras feel.
That's right. You're
Love
a
the
New
hog
Orleans
on the
boy.
wall. I am a New
That's
Orleans
good,
boy.
yeah.
That's exactly right. Let's get to you. Tell me a little bit about you. Tell me a little bit about your journey and how you've arrived at this point in your life.
Yeah, so my dad died when I was 6, so if I was going to have any kind of money, my mom was a public school art teacher. She raised my brother and me up on her own, and if I was going to have any money, I had to work. So I started working early and young, and when I was 15, 12, mowing yards. I was in radio, and then I got out of radio, and when I was about 19, started working in the restaurant business, fell in love with it, and it was that kind of thing that clicked right off the bat, and it's like, this is what I want to do. I know what I want to do. I want to open a restaurant, and so the first restaurant we opened is right next door there. And it was called the Purple Parrot. We opened December of 1987.
Yeah.
And I've been going ever since.
You know, and so in the restaurant business, what really impressed me when before we got together here, 11 books.
Yeah, I've written books. I do a syndicated column. The books are all, some of them are cookbooks, some of them are nonfiction books.
And if I remember right, you did a documentary, right?
Yeah.
It actually won you an Emmy.
Yeah, that's
right.
Produced a documentary on the artist Walter Anderson,
Right.
Notable Mississippi artist Walter Anderson. We won 2 regional Emmys on that, and in the process of doing another documentary right now on Eudora Welty.
Oh wow.
So
So what's next? Like, what's down the road, you know, for Robert St. John?
well, we're continually doing restaurants. We have 2 or 3 on the drawing board. We've just opened an Italian restaurant in the Jackson area. Ed's Burger Joint, which is next door. We're doing
Saw that.
an Ed's Burger Joint on the Reservoir in Jackson and another one in Clinton,
Fantastic.
Mississippi. So just creating restaurants and feeding people on several levels.
Yeah.
Feeding people who are customers of the restaurant, and then also feeding people in need through Extra Table.
You know, it's interesting you bring up Extra Table because
Yeah.
I think that is most fascinating, you know, in your story, if you will, right? Because you serve a lot of people here in Hattiesburg and other locations. You wrote books, you've educated people, you keep going back to people, which you love helping people. And Extra Table, Tell us a little bit about your nonprofit, Extra Table, and what kind of an impact it's making.
Yeah, so Extra Table is a 501c3 nonprofit, and what we do, it's a very simple premise. It's a nonprofit based on business principles. I founded in 2009, and what we do is we use our purchasing power and contacts and connections through a group called Child Purchasing. We buy food below wholesale, we warehouse it, and then we ship it at no cost to 60 different food agencies across the state.
Wow.
And so it doesn't cost them anything. We raise money, we use those funds. I founded Extra Table on 2 principles. Number 1, 100% of the money we raise for food goes to purchase food. Number 2, it's always going to be healthy food.
Wow.
Because unfortunately, Mississippi's number 1 in food insecurity. We're also number 1 in obesity.
Right.
So we're fighting that battle on both fronts. There are a lot of agencies out there across the state that are getting food to those who need it. But the problem is they run out of food.
Right.
And so our mission is very simple. We raise money, we use those funds to buy food below wholesale. We deliver it free of charge to all those agencies, and they get it to their clients. Mississippi has we're 2.9 million people.
Wow.
Out of those 2.9, it's almost 1 in 5, 670,000 Mississippians are what the government calls food insecure. Over 200,000 of those are kids who eat a school breakfast, a school lunch, and don't eat again until the next day. And if you think about it, especially with kids, if you're hungry, you're not thinking about math, you're not thinking about anything else other than where am I going to get my next meal. You're not thinking about behavior in school, you're not thinking about friends, relationships, anything. So if we can get them fed, then we can solve those other problems, but that's got to be done first. It's the most basic need we have is food.
100%. I think it's amazing what you're doing right now, and not just for your local community. You're spreading this out and really helping people across the state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I had to pay a little homage, or homage, as they say, to Drew Brees. It's behind the bar in the kind of the King's outfit. I had to just for a minute. I mean, we got a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer coming down the pipe, But it to me, what's really truly impressive what you did at Crescent City Grill is you almost connected New Orleans to Hattiesburg, right? So if we got any people out there in New Orleans, you've got to come here and check out Community City Grill, as well as Robert's other establishments. He's doing such great things for the community, for the state. I mean, you're leaving a legacy, as they say. I mean, for
we're
sure.
just doing what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we all. Yeah, exactly. Do you find it somewhat of maybe a ministry to do what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. But what you got here? Let's check it out. Hey, Robert, tell us a little bit about this. It's Mardi Gras season. We got a little Le Bon Temps roulette going on right now, right? And we happen to notice that there's some king cakes here. Tell us a little bit about this.
So I'm in the process of opening a bakery right down the street here in Midtown Hattiesburg. And we aren't open yet, but it's Mardi Gras season. And so we're Martha Foose and Donald Bender, the husband-wife team who will be running the bakery, are working out at Midtown right now. And we're just doing some testing and other things like that, and so we're doing king cakes, and they're just flying out.
That's awesome.
They're going great. So
awesome.
those will be coming from Loblolly Bakery once we get open here in a few weeks.
So you looking to expand out maybe into New Orleans? Maybe getting a king cake contest?
Well, you never know. We may enter one of those. I'm pretty proud of it. It's
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to wrap my mouth around this king cake. It's hard to do that in the box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're good.
So we're excited. Robert, amazing. I appreciate the time that you gave us this morning. This has been so much fun. And thank you for doing all that you're doing, not just here in Hattiesburg, but really across the state of Mississippi.
Well, it takes a lot of people, and Martha Allen runs Extra Table. She's the executive director, and she's the one doing all the real work.
Yeah, without a doubt. My friend, thank you so much. I can't wait to wrap up, put my mouth around this king cake, and maybe try something later at one of your fine dining establishments.
Thanks for doing what you do, too.
Yeah, thank you so much again, Robert. Good luck to you, my friend.
Hi guys, my name is Lori Carhalis. We're back in the Hub City in the beautiful community of Cambridge. Today we're going to talk real estate with real estate professional Natalie Graham. Come with me. Hey Natalie, how you doing?
Lori, I'm good. How are you today?
Doing well. Let's talk real estate.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So we're in beautiful Cambridge today, and it's one of my many favorite places around HATTIESBURG. Love it. We are in a golf course community, a retirement community as well, and there's just so many options that we have here for a potential retiree.
That's fantastic. Tell me why people would come here to retire.
So, many reasons. So, in Mississippi, we have something called a tax break, and anyone who is 65 and over,
Right.
they get that exemption, and they're exempt on the first $70,000 value of their property.
That's
so
fantastic.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And what that looks like for a person is they don't pay taxes on the $70,000 assessed value, and their taxes are reduced. So
Which helps them
basically-
great with their mortgage.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
It
yes.
cuts their taxes in half. So it's a wonderful incentive for a person. But not only that, just the way of living here, it's very easy, it's very laid back.
It's fun, definitely.
A
lot
of
to
fun.
do.
You can see we have the gorgeous golf course here
Yes.
today. Hattiesburg, the hub city, is where I would want to be. You know, whether you want the city life or you want the county life, we have it all.
Lots of shopping.
Lots of shopping, local boutiques such as Eve Marie's. You've got Love Ivy here. One of many choices here in Hattiesburg, in the hub city. And then also, another good point I should make, if you enjoy the outdoor lifestyle here, you've got the Longleaf Trace. It runs from Hattiesburg here all the way to Natchez, Mississippi.
Can you bike ride?
Absolutely. You could bike ride, you could walk. If you're feeling frisky that day, you could jog it, personal preference. But yes, many different options here in the hub city. We have local breweries as well.
That's awesome.
So we have, many options as far as easy living. So if you're wanting that community feel but laid back
Right,
country
right.
lifestyle, not the hustle and bustle of the city, the hub city in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, that's where you want to be.
So we do have a lot of bases here as well, don't you?
We do.
You help a lot of veterans.
Let's talk about Camp Shelby.
Okay.
So Camp Shelby is a military base here that is located in Hattiesburg, and it's an hour from Gulf Coast,
Right.
An hour and a half from Meridian. Again, close to Jackson, close to Mobile, Alabama. Just, as far when we talk military base, we are one of the largest in the state.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Now you help people relocate here?
I do.
Okay.
If they're something called PCS in the
Okay.
military, so permanent change of station. That is where when a military member is moving from one state to another and they get military orders, they are called to permanent change of station, which
Okay.
is PCS for short.
Okay.
So I'm MRP certified. We use a lot of those little acronyms
Yeah,
in
mortgage
here.
company too.
Yeah.
Mortgages.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I love helping military families. They're very near and dear to my heart. Many family members of my own served in the military, so it's special to me when I get to help a military family member or a military member.
And what's great, what I've found in lending, we become friends. We become friends with our clients.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes such a great community.
Even more than friends, a lot of them become like family. I've worked with so many people, but my main goal is to always make that client a client for life, and I want to keep that client and treat them as part of family. So, when we're done with the transaction, it doesn't just end at the closing
That's
table.
awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, tell me this, when you're not doing real estate, what do you love to do?
When I'm not doing real estate, I love to spend my time outdoors. I have a family as well, 3 beautiful children, a loving husband, and I'm very involved in our community. Anything that's hiking or outdoors, nature, that type of thing, that's really what I love to do when I'm not helping people with one of the biggest investments in their life.
That is correct. Well, we really enjoyed having you. Thank you.
Thank
it
you
was
so
wonderful
much.
meeting.
Hey guys, Paul Chesson here in the Hub City, Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I have the distinct pleasure to be with Rebecca Campbell of eXp Realty, the local expert here in Hattiesburg. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. So, Rebecca, let's get right down to it. Let's talk real estate, right? Okay. Since you are the local expert, how important is it for buyers to have that confidence in this market, maybe in this economy, right, to work with the right real estate agent?
I mean, I think that, all buyers need to vet people that they're going to be working with. Make for sure you read reviews. You always want somebody that's working for you, that's making for sure that you're being taken care of, and they can get you to the right people that is going to be helping you with your deal.
Yeah, and I know you're an educator with buyers and sellers, because you also list properties, and you do such a great job, deliver great experiences, and as you know, good experience people tell others, right? And that's so very important. But one thing about Hattiesburg that I find very cool, very interesting, is it's a college town,
Right?
Right. I think you've got Pearl River Community College, right? You got William Carey, and there's one more.
USM.
USM, the Golden Eagles, baby. That's right. That's right. Yeah, USM. Yeah, great school.
Yes.
Actually, we have some friends of the family that go there and have gotten their degrees, very successful in doing what they do in life right now. So
Right.
I know it provides a great education, and it's just a fun place, right? It's a fun place to go. As a father of a college student, right? I know housing can get a little pricey, especially in this
Right.
economy, right? People are really trying to find better ways to allow for their dollars to get stretched a little bit further, especially if they have a kid going to college. Maybe they haven't quite prepared for that kid going to college. Tell me a little bit about, is it smart as a parent to maybe buy real estate as an investment property for their college kids to live in? And is Hattiesburg a good market for that?
I mean, I would say that if you are financially able to purchase, it's a great investment property. You're going to be paying a pretty high dollar in rent, anyway. So, I mean, if you can do that and get roommates and, things of that sort, then I think it's really good. There's not a lot of rental property around here, so it's very great investment. So yeah, and the price is really good for homes, especially around the colleges. Yeah, I mean I think it's a really good investment.
Are you finding that right now, interest rates up a little bit, right? Some people may be taking a little bit of pause. The best way I describe it, I kind of use a football analogy, right? Real estate agents, lenders, we're on the playing field. We're trying to score touchdowns to
Right.
help our clients, right? Both on the buying end and the listing end, right? But you know who's in the stands? Buyers on the visitor side, buyers on the home side, and they're like going, go, go, go. I really want to get on the field and play with y'all, right? I really want to get on the field and play with y'all, but there's just something holding me back. Are you seeing some of that in this market, and are you finding that maybe the market has shifted a little bit more to the buyer side? Because I know back in 2021, 10, 15 contracts, a lot of
Right,
competition. Are you
right.
finding maybe there's less competition with homes right now?
Yes and no. It's really going to depend on, what property it is, where the property's located. I personally am still seeing, multiple offers on a property.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not
That's
all
impressive.
of them. Some houses are sitting, on the market a little bit longer than what they normally would.
Right.
But I think if it's priced well and in the area that's,
So you bring up a
well
good point.
sought out.
You bring up a good point, because I know you list a lot of properties as well. Listing at the right price, right? The marketing that you put behind it. I know you're very you're one of the experts in the market that really does a great job of showcasing homes and marketing homes. So you're actually creating that competition,
Right.
Right, which is what sellers want, right? They
Right.
want highest price for their homes,
Right, exactly.
right? So, and I know we're seeing buyers win more contracts. How are property values holding up in Hattiesburg overall? Comps still holding up pretty well?
I think so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you guys, I'm gonna tell you, she is the local expert. She is the go-to in Hattiesburg, anything real estate. She's awesome, but I'm gonna pitch it over to you, to Nick, over at Columbia Block and Brick.
Hey everybody, Nicholas Ryder here, and we are at Columbia Block and Brick here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. If you're not familiar with this place, it is the premier one-stop shop for all of your custom home needs in the southeastern United States. Let's go take a tour of this wonderful facility. So we're joined today by Adam Pittman, sales executive at Columbia Block and Brick. So we're here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, man. Tell me a little bit about it.
So Hattiesburg is originally a timber boom town. In South Mississippi, timber was king. So you had a lot of timber barons come down, mainly a guy named Captain John Hardy. And Hattiesburg gets his name because his wife was named Hattie. And you can't go anywhere in Hattiesburg that you don't drive up and down Hardy Street. Obviously from Captain John Hardy's last name.
Oh man, that's fantastic. Absolutely awesome. So, absolutely on the way in here today, coming in, I saw 3 nice billboards of Columbia Block and Brick on it, which was absolutely awesome, man. So, and the one thing I noticed on there was the established in 1946. So, I mean, I'd love to know a little bit of the history of this place.
Sure. I'm actually 4th generation in Columbia Block and Brick. It was founded by my great-grandfather, a guy named J.D. Pickett. He moved from Tennessee and started a block plant, and where we originally were established in Columbia, Mississippi, which is about 20 minutes, a little further down Hardy Street.
Got it.
And then my grandfather came back from World War II, met his daughter. They were married within 2 weeks, and he came to work in the block business. And since then, we've just had an absolute blast growing and evolving, and we are so past just the block plant business anymore. We sell just about anything that you could ever want for a custom home build.
Yeah, and what I would say is, been walking in, one-stop shop, really couldn't have described it a little bit better, man. So I know there are a couple things they all really specialize in, and one of those was kind of the refurbishing or refinishing of brick, right?
Yes. So, kind of our main squeeze, as you can see by all the samples on the wall, is new brick. So we buy brick from all over the country from manufacturers. We got a wall here, and these brick are actually made in Columbus, Mississippi, a little north of us, and we love the new brick business. It's kind of the majority of our revenue, but what we really love about the brick business is we do a big salvage business on a brick from all over the country. So we salvage textile mills, old industrial revolution sites, out of St. Louis, Chicago, the East Coast. We hit the Midwest, and we take all those brick from those buildings and we resell them for home construction. We do them on pavers on the ground, and then more recently we started cutting those bricks so people can use them on interior walls for accents, interior flooring applications, and patios. And we sell those all over the country. We just think it's fantastic that you've got something that is going to go into a dump otherwise.
Absolutely.
And then gets repurposed.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd say there's probably nobody better in the business than y'all.
Well,
I think it's absolutely awesome what y'all are doing here. But we know it's not just, masonry and brick that y'all are doing, right?
Sure.
I know there's a ton of things, especially, outdoor kitchens and some of the outdoor patios, right?
Sure. So if you're going to build a pool house, I am the place to come. So we'll sell you the brick to match your home for the pool house. Then you can buy your outdoor kitchen equipment. We carry some really nice lines of high-end. We really like to tote this fact. They are all American made, American steel, assembled in America, and we think that's great.
Absolutely.
So we carry really nice grilling equipment, and then you get done buying your grilling equipment, I'll sell you some of this wonderful patio furniture to go out on your pool deck.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
Yeah, teak is fantastic. You got a saltwater pool, teak will go out beside that. It's really sharp. It ages beautifully and lasts forever. Then we do some really nice lines. All of our cushions, Sunbrella fabric, high-end stuff. This stuff is made to go completely out in the weather, get rained on. It will last a lifetime.
Oh, that's incredible, man. And I'm kind of looking around and seeing all of these beautiful lanterns and light fixtures, man. Tell me a little bit about these.
So the lanterns and light fixtures are actually handmade by a startup in Columbia, Mississippi, where we were formed. And a company called St. James Lighting makes all these in-house. All copper. They last, a lifetime as well because copper does not corrode. And a lot of them are custom made, so we can do any style or shape. They'll patina them any color you want. They'll powder coat them. And it just really, really, really gives that look that we try to achieve for people. This is 100% custom. It's not out the box.
Yeah, I'd say there's no doubt about that. I mean, one thing I've loved that you described is you really try to keep it local.
Yes.
And then also made in the United States, man. I think that is absolutely awesome. So what I'd love to know is, man, obviously everybody has competitors out there, man. Where are maybe a couple things that y'all think set y'all apart from your competitors?
One thing that sets us apart from our competitors is we are still a family-owned business. So much of the industry has gone and been bought out and consolidated. And when you come to a family-owned business, my customers come in, my dad would be selling their parents' brick. Now I'm selling their children brick. And just being in a generational business, you just get a real special feel when you come in. I mean, like, people come in here and they just feel right at home.
Right. And like you said, man, it's a big community feel, right?
Right.
They've kind of maybe watched y'all grow up, and you're kind of maybe seeing them grow up as you're dealing with, parents, children, and things like that. So that's absolutely awesome, man. And one thing I have to say is Adam, man, this is a fantastic place y'all have here. No surprise, y'all are doing so well and being so successful. And I just can't thank you enough for having us here today.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Hey guys, what an awesome day. I learned so much about the Hub City, aka Hattiesburg. I hope you did too. What a great place to relocate to, retire, or just visit. I'll see you next time on American Dream Made Simple.